So, I was in a store in my local community and saw a little note near the thermostats that said rebate for smart thermostats. And so I looked into it with my power company and found that if I bought a smart thermostat that I was eligible for a rebate. So purchased this Honeywell thermostat and really happy with the look of it. Obviously the wall behind it is in need of paint because the other previous thermostat was a different size and shape. So my wife and I have to get on board with what color we're going to paint this wall, but I was able to run the wires necessary for this because you need a power wire for a smart thermostat, and so that we did. One of the things you'll notice about this thermostat is when it goes to sleep, it just displays the temperature in the room, but when you touch it, there's a whole host of settings that you can do. And what I really love about it is you can control it with an app on your phone. It's a Honeywell app, but that Honeywell app also can sync with my Alexa device. So, you ready for this? Alexa, turn the temperature up to 72.
The heat's set to 72.
So you notice that it just changed the temperature for me, and now it'll go up to 72. And so you can adjust things with your voice. Alexa, turn the temperature down to 65.
The heat's set to 65.
So now it's going to be
What's the announcement?
turned down. Another component that this has is you can set it up with a schedule, and it's a smart schedule, so you can make every single day different in terms of waking up, in terms of leaving for work, in terms of coming home from work, in terms of going to sleep. And so I've set it, and for the most part I have not had to touch the thermostat for about 2 months now, and very comfortable. What's even nice is if you tell it to set the temperature for wake up of 70 degrees, let's just say at 8 a.m. It's not that it starts turning up to 70 degrees by 8 a.m., but it's smart enough that it has the temperature at 70 degrees at 8 a.m. So I think that is a really cool detail. Of course, you could also control it from a distance. If you are away from home and you wanted to change it for some reason, or you're on vacation, I don't know, whatever. But this does require power, as I mentioned, and new furnaces have that wire usually already installed and coming in the back. Mine did not, So I had to do a little extra work, but it was not difficult at all. The hardest part was getting access to my wire. Let me show you what I mean. So this is the stairwell behind the wall where the thermostat is. And when I took the old thermostat off, there was a little bit of wire coming through the wall there, but only 2 wires. And remember, I need 3 wires for the smart thermostat because the 3rd wire is power. And when I went to pull some extra wire out of the wall, it wouldn't come. Well, it turns out that when they built the house, they stapled the wire to the stud that is right there, and so I couldn't pull it because it was stapled, and also the hole was too small for the wire, so I couldn't get into it from the front without making a very large hole, and I didn't want to do that in the front, so I just came into the stairwell here in behind, going to the basement, and I cut a hole where I needed to. And I don't know if you'll be able to see down in there, but I got in there and I was able to pry that staple loose and pull enough wire out to do what I needed to do. And I don't care that it's back here, and I also can repair it pretty easily. It's not a big deal. So I could hang a picture over it if I wanted. And also I could just leave it open, so if I ever need future access to that, I could do so. So, in conclusion, I'll show you one more time what happens when I tell her to change the temperature. But if you live within 40 miles of me, you could pay me to come and install yours if you want, if that's sounding a little daunting to you. And so, Alexa, turn the temperature up to 72.
The heat's set to 72.
So you see how it wakes it up, and it will then hold that temperature until your next scheduled change. So even though I've just changed it, at the next interval that it's set to change differently, it'll go back to the regular program. So I'm very happy with it. It seems sleek and stylish, and once we paint the wall behind it, we'll be good in shape. Thanks.